this is the model. Okay, so you can understand. Question 14 and the 15 are based on the following diagram. The following experiment was done to identify the okay, students, now hear me properly. The following experiment was done to identify the effect of other of the metal on rusting of iron. Agar medium with salt indexed. You can see here, this is the iron and it is the copper and this is the agar medium. The following experiment was done to identify the effect of other metal on the rusting of iron, agar medium with salt indexed. Rusting of iron, it is a fast reaction or the slow reaction. You can identify. The reactions takes place occurring two methods. What are they? First, slow reaction and the speed reaction. It is not based combined. This question is regard to reaction based. It is a rusting of irons. Okay, so you can think and I'll share other document and questions within 2 minutes. So you can think about that one. Okay, the following experiment was done to identify rusting of iron. Okay, I will share the question. Number 14, which of the below is correct about the color change and the relevant indicator near the iron and the copper? Place color indicator. Fe pink, phenolphthalein. Fe blue, potassium ferricyanide, and copper pink, again potassium ferricyanide, and the copper blue phenolphthalein. What will be the answer? Which of the below is correct about the color change and the relevant indicator near the iron and the copper? What is the answer? How to rusting the irons? How can we measure? How can we gather out? Which of the below correct? 1. Fe pink, phenolphthalein. It is correct your answer. Don't write. Don't do this one. Number 14. Iron, ferrous ion, Fe2 plus, ferrous ion, and the Fe3 plus. It is a ferric ion. Then when we consider about iron ore, it is rusting, no? So what is the approximately they have the filament gear effect of the metals of the corrosion of iron. When we do the testing, potassium, ferricyanide, and the phenolphthalein, after that, what will be the color? Agar medium. Then you can try, dear students, take 5 petri dish, place only an iron nail into the first petri dish. Keep the strips of the magnesium, zinc, copper, and the lead is good contact with the other 4 nails. In the each of other 4 petri dish as shown in the figure. So you can see here agar plate and the copper rod and the iron. Then at the hot gel medium, all the dishes are going to up now. That's it presents OH minus ions. Phenolphthalein indicator turns pink. They have given experiment. First is correct answer. Fe become a pink in the phenolphthalein. The Fe2 plus ions, when we give the ferric ion and ferrous ions, Fe2 plus, it can become, after that experiment ions, blue color with potassium ferricyanide. Blue color with potassium ferricyanide. Then first one is correct answer. Fe, they have given Fe2 plus ions. It can produce potassium ferricyanide. 15.1. Which is the correct about the above metal? The metal Fe is anode and copper is cathode. The metal Fe is cathode. The metal Fe is cathode and the copper is anode. The third one, copper present the corrosion of Fe. Fourth one, the reduction take place near the metal Fe. Which is the correct about of the metal? The metal Fe is anode and the copper is cathode. The metal Fe is, it is given by a diagram. When we do the take place, the metal Fe is anode and cathode. We will give the experiment. They have forgotten to give their the experiment should be like that. This is probably, this is a galvanic. You can see here, the metal Fe is anode and the copper is the cathode. The metal Fe is cathode. They have given change. Cu present is corrosions of Fp. The reduction take place near the metal. Then when we do the electrochemistry part, This is the solution. These are the this is the experiment ways you can identify the hydrolysis and the dehydration reaction. It is main surface of the electrolytic cell. It is so now here connecting wires. This is connecting wires. This is plus minus. Then we can use this experiment probably. They not have given this galvanic cell. This is base compartment. When we consider this 15 question like this. This is the iron strip. This is the copper. Here the solution is sulfuric acid. Okay, this is the sulfuric acid. So here they have given experiment. Iron is always cathode. The copper strip is anode. This is the copper. This is the iron strip. So negativity terminals and the positive terminals, you can study about positive terminals and the negative terminals. Okay, so here they have given experiment. The metal Fe is anode and the copper is the cathode. That is the experiment answer. (16) Which is the compatible velocity time graph for the below displacement time graph? When we consider about compatible velocity, what will be the answer? Here they ask compatible velocity and time graph. The first one. Uniform velocity. Uniform velocities like this. Which of the compatible velocity graph and the below displacement time graph? And 17. Which is not a function of female reproductive system? Which is not a function of a female reproductive system, production of estrogen and progesterone. That is correct. Estrogen and progesterone is then that can produce in the female reproductive system, the male reproductive system can produce testosterone hormones, produce the luteinizing and follicle stimulating hormones, provide a space for the growth of embryo. Yeah, that's correct. Producing egg cell. The not function is, the answer is that one. The second one. The providing sperm for a growth of embryo. Then when we consider about sperm and the egg, they can cross after that become embryo. Okay, so keep your mind. And the producing egg cells, it is the egg cells, female reproductive system. Providing space for the growth of the embryo, it is also female. They ask about not a function, producing a luteinizing and follicle and the stimulating hormone. Is it correct or wrong? LH and the FSH, or providing a sperm for a growth of embryo. When we consider about the male reproductive system, it is the egg. Egg is coming here and the sperm is coming and embryo produced here. Okay, let's move on to the number 18. In experimental stuff that has been set to study the speed of a chemical reaction is given below. The water, the clean iron nails, and 60% water, KMNO acid solution. Which of the effective factor of the rate of reaction is tested here? The rate of the reaction depend on three ways. The first, temperature. Second one, temperature. And the reactors, how they can occur. Then concentration. First, temperature. Yeah, surface area, and the concentration. So, which of the effect, the rate of the reaction is tested here? Catalyzed. Yeah, that's correct. Fourth one. Which of the following chemical is crystal first of the salt's extraction? Which of the following chemical crystallized first in the salt extraction? Magnesium chloride, or copper sulfate, or calcium carbide, or sodium chloride? What will be the answer? First salt attractions. Here, dear student, you can see catalyzed or the temperature. Here 30, here 60. But Here temperature 30 and catalyst you can consider and think about. The here same I use KMnO4 acid solution. Temperature here 30, here temperature 60. Salt aggregation calcium carbide. Then 20, which of the following organs secrete pepsin enzyme? It is mainly stomach. Stomach only can produce pepsin enzyme. The plant cell wall in the plasma membrane 21. Plant cell wall and the plasma membrane made up of plant cell. When we consider about plant cell, this is the plant cell. This is the cell wall. This is cell membrane. This is the cell membrane. Here they ask, it is made up of cellulose. This is phospholipid. Phospholipid. Okay. #21. Plant cell wall in the plasma membrane made up of the first one, chitin. Here you can see 21 answer is cellulose and the phospholipid answer 5. Okay. The first one, chitin in the protein coat, chitins, arthropodas, and the fungi. You can write arthropodas and fungi made of chitin. Cellulose made up of cell wall, and the chitin is also again arthropodas. Here, 22, the incorrect statement regarding phloem tissues. First one, consist with living cells and non-living cells. Second one, nucleus is present every cells. Third one, transporting food is the main function. Sucrose is major form of the transportation. Yeah, second one. Nucleus is present in every cells. Students, don't write the screen. If you write a screen, I can show your names and I'll remove the meeting. Okay, so keep it in your mind. The 22 we did incorrect statements of the phloem tissues. All the plants are consist phloem tissues, meristematic tissues, and the permanent tissues. The meristematic tissues, when we consider about meristematic tissues, it is the apical meristems and the intercalary meristems and the lateral meristems. Then parenchyma and the simple permanent tissues and the complex permanent tissues. Simple permanent tissues, parenchyma, collenchyma. So they have the given experiment, but they here have asked here phloem tissues. Transporting food is the main function. Mainly, it can incorrect statement is nucleus is present every cells. 23. When we consider about 23, an aqueous solution of NaCl is electrolysis using the cathode electrodes. Which of the following can be take place here, releasing H2 near the anode? Releasing Cl2 near the cathode. Solution turns into NaOH. Fourth one, taking place of the reaction near the anode. Releasing the N2 gas. Releasing the chlorine gas. And solution turn NaOH. Here answer is second one. When we do the NaCl, Cl minus electrodes, after that it can become Cl2 gas. The fourth one, the diagram below shown the model of hydraulic jack. The ratio between the surface area of two pistons A and B is 1:4. What is the force that should be applied on A to lift a load of 14 plates on B? The 10 newtons. Because when we consider the hydraulics jack, it is depend on the Archimedes. Here, it is the solution. It give force. Then after that, we want to put off the hydraulic in car. So they have given experiment. We can put it F over, pressure is F over A. Then this pressure is how to measure it, and after that it become pressure, and after that we can change it one. Okay. Then 25th, which of the following statement is incorrect regarding boiling water? First one, it takes place the temperature of 100 degrees Celsius under the atmospheric pressure. Second one, the speed of the wind affect it. Third one, the surface of a water gets disturbed. A sound can be observed. Which of the following statement is incorrect? It takes place temperature 100 atmospheric. Yeah, that's correct. One is correct answer. 26. Which of the following can be indirect effect in the environmental pollution? Increase the global warming, loss of habits of organism, ozone layer depletion. Which of the following can be indirect effect of environmental pollution? Photochemical smoke. It is number 2. When we consider about vehicles, they can produce SOx, NOx. They can after that become pollution of the environment. 27. Recycling is an important principle in the management of a energy material. Which of the following is relevant usage? Yeah, when we consider about ozone layer depletion, this is the sun. This is the ozone layer. The most of the human work affected for the ozone layer depletion. So after that, the increasing the global warming. You will study when you do the chemistry in A level, you better study in environmental chemistry. Or here you can, we want to give the small knowledge of these things, environmental. So here answer is photochemical smoke. It is released probably vehicle when we see about evening time in Colombo area. SO2, SOx and the NOx probably SOx. It is SO2, SO3 and NOx and the PAN, PBN like that. The component effect to the photochemical smoke. 27. Recycling is an important principle is the management of energy material. Which of the following is relevant to it? Using LED lamp for lighting, production of papers using the skatebook, refrain from usage of polythene, and the maintaining good natural air circulation. What is the answer? Number 27. It is easy now, production of paper using discarded books. That is the thing. Yeah, number 2, thank you. The 28, it is the announcement in media daily. It is announcement in media daily. The second wave of COVID-19 is critical and spread fast. What is the best step that can be taken to prevent being infected? Maintaining the social distance, wearing face masks in covered place. Third one, restricting traveling, and the following all of the above. Yeah, following all of the above. Okay, next move on to the 29. Choose the choice that best describe the organelles and the functions shown. Golgi body photosynthesis, chloroplast aerobic respiration, mitochondria aerobic respiration, rhizobrom producing secretion. The mitochondria aerobic respiration, number 3. cellular, we can use cellular respiration. So when we study these things, we need to understand those things. 13.1. The diagram shown cell division method, where you can see the division shown here. It one helling in the growth of multicellular bodies, in the replacement of tail and gagostales, and the gametogenesis. What is the answer of the? It is gametogenesis. You can study about before on your classes. What is the mitosis? Mitosis and the meiosis. You can understand and you can separate these two categories. What is the mitosis? What is the meiosis? How can they occur? How can they take place? How do they can produce after the experiment? Now they have the given mainly idea about mitosis and the meiosis. Then here they have given meiosis reaction. Here they have given meiosis. They have given experiment meiosis. Fourth one in the gametes. Okay, this is the answer. Let's move on to the part 2. I will give 2 minutes, refresh your minds and go through your MCQ paper and recheck your answers again. And I will start part 2 within 2 minutes.